we back once again. Going to show a quick SPY net gax. We got quite a few charts to go through, so I'm going to go pretty quick. But looks like to be pretty choppy. This was updated as of the OI in the morning. Your vol trigger is 390, which is where we closed on Friday. Your max pain for today is 392. So I would venture to guess we closed somewhere in between this 395 and 390. It looks like most likely going to be 392, 393, given the high GEX, positive GEX we have here in 392. IV, we're going to see in a minute, and why I think that. Let me pull up the skew. Because the skew, the way it looks right now, is likely to be elevated into the FOMC, but it's a little elevated for today, but there's really no events, so likely to see skew for today come down, and that would sort of lean to a lot of this negative GEX expiring. So you may see some pushes down on SPY to try to break that 390 early in the day, and then probably as these start to expire, move back up, unless we get some event or something coming through. SPX, sort of a similar look, but they've got some more positive GEX higher up. So, and then you also have that 3850, which is quite a ways down at this point. With the ES trading about 39.50 right now, we're probably more like in this area here. Again, with the SPX skew, going to see IV likely coming back down, at least for the next couple days. Start off high and sort of trend its way down. So maybe a couple attempts to head lower, and if we can't really get down into these levels, this 38.50 is likely to expire, and we'll probably end up closing in around that call wall right there. Watch that 39.30 trigger. VIX, you're in a positive GEX VIX environment. So as VIX tries to come back down though into this 23-24 area, you're likely to see support. The 26 is going to be support as well, being a call wall. So watching this area, I sort of think of VIX as sort of like a relative strength index for demand for SPX options. So here would be sort of like your lower oversold bound area, and then your overbought area here. So as we kind of oscillate between the two levels, you'll probably see sell the rip on SPX down here, and then buy the dip here as we try to move up into that area here. Sort of just a pin. It's likely to stay that way until the expiration on Wednesday. Here's the overall look for the next 98 days. It's a similar pattern, so expect it to stay the same after VIXX as of right now. A lot of this red gamma here is going to expire Wednesday morning, and so we'll sort of get a new profile look, but it still looks pretty positive for the next couple expiries into June. I wanted to take a look at positive deltas right now on the market. So it looks like there's some bullish activity happening in some of these ETFs. American Airlines, we'll be watching that. Gold obviously had a great day on Friday. We'll see how that turns out. Amazon as well. They're short the Qs. Positive again. We're positive the VIX. Riot. All this stuff's been performing pretty well. So we'll be watching quite a few of those. On the negative side, obviously IWM, exposure to banks. SPY, it's getting a little bit beat up. Probably because there's not a lot of hedging going on. We can see that in the VIX. The VIX is getting hedged, but they're just not hedged yet. SoFi, a bank, XLF. So you can kind of see what the negative delta picture looks like. Qs, I'll be watching this 303 area and for support. So this may be the trigger area for the rest of the market. Is once we hit this 303 in Qs, looking for a positive bounce back up above the vol trigger. NDX looking pretty positive here. Would be hard to see it break down below this 12.4 area. So if you're watching the Qs, NQ, watch that 12.4 spot, likely to pin somewhere around this area, around 12.5, which makes sense. Here's the overall view. A lot of this gamma expiring on Friday, so keeping an eye on that. But it's looking like Q somewhere between 305, 310. It could make attempts down into this 295. Going to be very hard to break 300, I think. Overall, NDX view is very positive. There's almost no negative gamma here, which leaves it a little exposed. And you're right here at that 0 gamma area. So neutral to positive on NQ. Tesla mixed 190, 170. Looking to probably just kind of keep it pinned right here, and you can tell with the way Tesla's trading, it's not moving very much, and it's just kind of stuck in these little distributions here. As it moves down, these expire, sends it back up. These expire, sends it back down. And a similar look here as well, pretty evenly balanced. Apple, pretty positive, going out into May and June and even April. So hard to be a bear here, especially with 0 gamma sitting at 162. XLF, just want to kind of look at the banks. We're trading at 30. Any attempts up into this 34, 35 area likely to be sold back down, I would think. That's a pretty big area on that 34. Here's the open interest changes for SPY. Just going to see, the biggest positive changes were sitting at a 424 call, which is, kind of crazy, but it's mostly bearish. So a lot of sold premium there, a lot of bearish premium on the 370 SPY. So that kind of makes sense. That 32 looks like they're kind of leapfrogging a lot of this expiring gamma coming up. Bearish on the 432 put. Bearish on the 410 call, bearish premium on that 440 put, bullish premium on that 377, but a lot of that premium was, a lot of those contracts were taken off, so not exactly, and a lot of it was multi anyways, so not a lot to read into that. I would go through all these, but that's going to be kind of boring, so we'll call it there, and we'll see you next time. Peace.